This is a portion of the program that I'm going to call River Confessions, but I'm sticking with the bubble walker in the open water more than I should, and I know that, but that's okay. I'm fishing for fun, and if I can get a 5 or 6 pound fish to come up on a frog or a bubble walker on a topwater, that's what I'm out here for. So it's going to happen. Don't worry so much about trying to throw the right bait, the right time, all the time. Worry about having fun and coming out here, and if you like fishing a frog or a topwater, go ahead and fish it and stick with it a little longer. It'll pay off. Or if I wanted to catch fish right now, I'd probably be throwing a lot more worm and I'd be punching a whole lot. But right now, we've got just the right amount of the wind out here. Water's 74, 75 degrees. I think I'm going to get a big fish on a topwater, so I'm going to stick with it a little longer. That's my river confession. There we go. So guys, I just got that fish on a bubble walker, and it picked it up right on the edge of that tule clump out there. And instead of fishing outside, fishing into the bank and right to the boat, I'm pulled in directly into the vegetation, and I'm fishing along the edge of it. I'm going to hit each one of those points as I go by, and I'm going to use both a bubble walker, and on the inside I'm going to throw a frog. I got a boil inside on the vegetation just a few minutes ago. So I'm using the frog and the bubble walker in conjunction. Frog is in the slop where I can't get the bubble walker, but when I'm going to be fishing the outside, I'm fishing the bubble walker because I got 2 treble hooks exposed and I got a much better hookup rate on that bubble walker. Super tasty. I'm going to throw a bubble walker out in this calm water just to see if I can get a blow up. Ooh, that was a good one. I'm expecting a fish. It didn't happen. But you know the old saying, you put your dreams in one hand, you put something else in the other hand and see which one fills up quicker. Well, the dream hand's not filling up right now. So now we've got this prime point out here that I did not have a good angle at with the topwater bait, but I know it's a prime area. So now I'm going to work my way around the edge of that with the wacky worm. See if we can't get a fish on it. There it is. Okay, picked up another fish right on this point. Let's go over that fish that I just caught. This is that tule point that I just talked about, saying I don't want to throw a topwater over the top because of these tules that are sticking out. I can't get it close enough, and I think these fish are really close to the tules right at the base. So I did not bother that area or disturb it with the topwater that was out 2 or 3 feet. And more than likely, unless those fish that are down in the base of those tules are really aggressive, they wouldn't come out to a topwater. And sometimes by throwing a topwater over those fish 2 or 3 times without them taking it, it puts them down. So I left that totally untouched, until I got out here at the right angle and I used a wacky worm, and I could get it right into the tules, and that time it paid off because the fish was sitting down there and I picked up the fish. No, no, no. Yes, there we go. There we go. Nice. Beautiful fish. Let's get him back in the water. Wow. What a nice fish. Come on. Oh, yeah. Woo. All right. We'll go over that fish, where I caught it, what I was using, the whole 9 yards. And basically, we're just using a 6-inch cut tail worm, wacky, with no nail weight. The area that I caught that in is in those tule breaks, and it's an island that's broken through, and I got it right in between the two big islands where there's a little more current and there's a little more depth out there. And I'll go over there and we're gonna pull right in there, and I'll show you why I think that fish was in there. I was fishing all these little breakthroughs in the tules, and I got the big one in between the biggest break. And I think the reason that fish was sitting in there is because as you get current moving through there, it carves out a little deeper break. So right out in here, you may have a couple feet of water. Out there, you may have 3 or 4 feet of water. So right here is where that big one was holding, right in here. I got it in there and just let it drift right through the middle. It wasn't related to the edge of the tules. That one was right out in this current break where it's a little bit deeper. I just let that worm flow through there naturally with no weight. Picked it up very soft. When I set, I knew it was a big fish. Another nice little worm fish. Look where that sucker's hooked. Right there. So that was my morning fishing session. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a little different format than what I've been doing. I'm trying to blend a little bit of action with a little bit of fishing, just kind of showing you guys what I'm doing out here at one particular time. Now, this is what I did today. This is how I fished this particular bank. There's tons of different ways I could have fished it, but I just wanted to let you guys in on what I'm thinking when I'm running this bank, and if I catch a fish or two, especially if it's a big one. You saw where I backed up and just kind of pointed out everything that I was doing, where the fish was caught and what it was caught on, and why I was fishing that area. If you enjoy this format, let me know that you enjoy it, and I will continue to do videos like this. And you know, as things evolve through the summer, I may be doing more punching or more topwater or whatever bait I'm throwing. It could be chatterbaits. But if you enjoy this format, just drop me a line and say, Steve, yeah, I like that. Keep doing that. I like seeing a little more action. I don't like to listen to you talk for 30 minutes, you know, explaining how to rig a worm. So with that, I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what you want to see out here, and you know, I'll do my best to get it on tape. I'm hoping to have a lot more action as the bite picks up. I'm looking to catch some big fish out here and get them from cast to catch on camera and show them to you guys so I can brag a little bit. But with that, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you at the next video. Thanks for watching.